Hey friends, Pete here from Sport Consumer, and if you are looking to buy a pair of socks for running, I mean, who isn't at some point in their lives, right? You don't want to waste your money. You do not want to throw your money into the garbage can. And I don't want you to do that either. So if you want to save your money and buy your socks intelligently, stay tuned for some intelligence for your sport.
Hey Dad, are we gonna do that whole slow motion running thing?
Yeah, you know, we'll kind of do our slow motion epic kind of scene. It looks kind of like I know what I'm doing. I like that. That slow mo kind of. All right. So let's start our 5K and we'll get going. All right. Let's go. All right, buddy. We did our 5K. Way to go. All right, I'll see you inside, all right? Oh, I love running. Oh, it's so awesome. Oh. Hey everyone, my name is Pete and I come to you from a website called sportconsumer.com, and my goal is to bring you actionable information that you can use every time you're looking to purchase a new sports-oriented product. Any sort of gear for your activity will give you the information you need to make the right decision. Today we're talking about running socks. Which ones to buy, not so much, well, sort of which ones to buy, but mostly how to look for the right things to buy. I'm not going to recommend a pair for you right on this video. That you can find at sportconsumer.com/running socks. And you'll find our latest recommendations, and they change every year, and that's why I don't want to just tell you right here on this video. That changes on our website. This video is sort of longer lasting, evergreen information to help you make the right choices in the future. So today we're going to talk about what makes a good sock and what to look for. Number one thing to think about is blisters. Right? That's what everyone's concerned about. That's what, you know, can separate a good sock from a bad sock. One that helps prevent blisters and one that doesn't. Blisters come from basically heat, moisture, and friction, right? And we want to minimize that when we have a pair of socks. Oftentimes blisters will come from a combination of a bad shoe fit and a bad sock. But we're not talking about shoes today, let's talk about socks. Generally speaking, cotton is not a good material to use for socks because it doesn't help move moisture away from your skin. Synthetics do. So it's okay to have a little bit of cotton in your socks. I do in most of mine. But I would say keep it at a minimum. Try to maximize the synthetic content with maybe a little bit of cotton if that is more comfortable for you. The other thing to consider is that the more seams that you have in your socks, the less desirable they are in terms of creating friction and potentially causing blisters. So the fewer seams, the better. Regarding thickness of socks, you can get all different types of socks. Some of them seem like they're practically meant for winter. The thickness, I would say, is largely a personal choice, but what I would say is that if you stick with a thinner sock, you will minimize the amount of sweating that your feet do, and so your feet will be all around cooler, which means there will be less moisture, which means you probably get less of a chance of getting a blister. So I would stick with a thinner pair of socks. The only thing is you do want some padding around your forefoot as well as your heel, because that's kind of where you've got some pressure points, and so I would go for like a thicker padding there or a higher thread count in the forefoot, the ball of the foot that is, as well as the heel. I would also look for arch support in the center of the sock itself. You'll see on our website at sportconsumer.com, you'll see in the running socks category we have a chart, and we recommend a number of products there, most of them do have mid arch support. Okay, so the next thing to think about is that I would strongly recommend that you go for a sock that is left and right foot specific. All right, you'll find that most of them on our website will be like that, and they're really not that expensive. It sounds like, you know, that's kind of high-end expensive. Well, it kind of is high-end, but it doesn't have to be expensive. You can spend as little as, I think, around 10 bucks for something that is left, right foot specific with all the qualities you need in a running sock. Okay, so just a quick summary. Let's see if I can get this all straight here. Cotton is bad. Synthetics are good. You want fewer seams. You want arch support in the center of the sock, and you want a density or a higher thread count in the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot. And overall, you just want the things to be comfortable. If they're not comfortable, you're not going to wear them. I have a son who plays soccer, and he's got technical socks for that. And if he just his pair for this year is a bit small, and just a little bit small means that it's pulling your foot front to back, and his toes feel like they want to curl up, and he goes, these are just not comfortable, Dad, I'm getting rid of them. So you see, that's another good example of where the socks really need to fit. So comfort is king. Go for something that's comfortable with some of those qualities that I mentioned, and I think you will be happy. All right, everyone, I appreciate you watching this video. If you have found even a little bit of helpfulness in this video, I'd love to have a like and a subscribe, even if you're feeling generous. Much appreciated. And I will bring you probably one of these videos every week with myself and maybe someone in my family if they're feeling up to it that day. And really, it's just about products that you have at home right now or are thinking of getting or replacing that are related to anything sports or leisure oriented. Sportconsumer.com reviews over 3,000 products that you and your family would use probably on a fairly regular basis. So you can check that out anytime. But for now, you can check out some of my other videos here. Don't take off of YouTube just yet. If you want some really, you know, an attempt at humor with some pretty decent and actionable information, I'm your man. Thanks again for watching, and we'll bring you another video soon. Take care.